So in the spirit of fight week for Joaquin Buckley versus Kamaru Usman, let's revisit Joaquin Buckley versus Kamaru Usman, while also talking about what Buckley has in store after his fight with Kamaru Usman, if he comes out as the victor. Because it seems like he believes that he's going to get the title shot against JDM in front of Islam Makhachev, which I doubt, because Islam, I think he's got more traction than Joaquin, but it depends on how Joaquin beats Kamaru. Because I think if Joaquin comes out there and finishes Usman in emphatic fashion in the first round, Buckley might get the front row ticket, the front row seat, the spot in line ahead of Islam Makhachev. He might get it. Depends on how he finishes Usman this weekend. But I don't know. It's a fight game. Anything could happen. Usman could come out the victor, or Buckley could have a 5-round battle, or I think it's 5 rounds, or a 3-round battle. Depends on how many rounds it is. But Buckley could have a close fight with Usman, and if he does, I think Islam will get the title shot ahead of Buckley if Buckley still comes out as the winner in that close fight with Usman. But again, if Buckley is able to finish Usman in round 1, who's to say he doesn't get the front row position in line, to fight JDM. But without further ado, let's get into what I think will happen between Buckley and Usman. I think I spoke about this a couple of times on my other channel. I'm not sure if I did on this channel, but as great as Kamaru Usman is, because he's a legend, and I am more of a fan of him than I am of Buckley, as great as Usman is, the youth factor, the explosiveness factor, the athleticism factor, I think all 3 of those play a huge part in this fight. I think Kamaru Usman is gifted. He's a gifted fighter. He's proved that time and time again. He's a bona fide legend, and I think he is top 10 in the UFC all time. I might have to revisit that, but I do think he is right now before revisiting it. But, despite all of it, he's got issues. He's got issues that he just cannot fix, and one of them is a bad knee. A really bad knee, The other thing is age. He's getting up there. He is getting up there. He's and the knee is causing a lot of that. The knee is causing a lot of the physical representation of him getting up there, But, an advantage would be that he's taken a lot of time off. And that would also serve as a disadvantage, too, because of cage rust. But it also serves as a big advantage because Kamaru Usman has had some time to focus on weaknesses, to build on strengths, to practice a lot of things, to get better, to heal. And we'll see just how much of that he's done this weekend against Joaquin Buckley. Buckley, on the other hand, is a really, really extremely hungry fighter. Hasn't proven a lot just yet, but in this new division, he has a good amount. Killer win streak, knocking through a lot of tough competition, and literally knocking his way through it. Just knocked out Wonder Boy not too long ago. Really great ground game too, with some emphatic takedown attempts, energetic takedown attempts, athletic as well. Explosive, especially on the feet. And again, it's just the hunger too. It's the hunger that makes all of those things twice as deadly, because he works on them. He improves them in the gym, during his fight camp. He wants that belt. He wants success. He wants to win. And I think he's going to come into this fight wanting to win more than Kamaru. And Kamaru wants to win bad. I'm sure he does. He wants to go on one last big run. He wants to challenge for the belt again, because he's Kamaru Usman. He's a legend. But again, it's the age, it's the knee. I think a lot of those will cause Kamaru to not want it as bad as Joaquin does. And I am more of a fan of Kamaru. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm rooting for Kamaru more than Joaquin, because again, I like Joaquin as well. And although I am more of a Kamaru Usman fan, I'm curious about seeing if Joaquin has what it takes to get the belt. So I don't know. I don't think I'm rooting for anybody in this fight. I think I'm just going to sit back and enjoy it and, see who comes out as the winner. Whoever wins, honestly, because I'm equally interested in both guys. fighting for a title. So, I don't know. But again, if you were to ask me who wins, I'm going to go with Joaquin Buckley. I think Joaquin is ultimately going to overwhelm Kamaru. I don't think it will be a 5-round war. There's great potential for it to be. It definitely could be, but I don't know. It's the athleticism, the hunger, the drive of Joaquin that makes me think that he's going to overwhelm Kamaru fairly early. And I'm talking about overwhelm, like press forward and run through him, land something big, over the top maybe if Kamaru tries to land a straight punch. Kamaru just comes over the top with a overhand from hell that connects clean on Usman and just drops him. And Joaquin just follows that up with some killer ground and pound that causes the ref to step in and stop the fight. But at the end of the day, I do think Joaquin Buckley is going to win this. I think the athleticism, everything he's got going for him right now, and the momentum, I think all of it is just going to be too much for Kamaru Usman to handle. And I think after losing this weekend, Kamaru Usman is going to need to consider retirement. He could maybe move to middleweight and try his luck there one more time, but I think it's just time. It's just time. But overall, you let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn the notifications on. I love each and every one of you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Love knowledge.